Welcome to the single gauge instruction demo. We've already downloaded the software to our computer to save some time. We also plugged in our security dongle or license key and our USB cable and indicator. This is a unique software. It can log readings automatically, manually, and program your indicators features. We're going to start with log data. First, you can go to the settings page. I already have it called up. You can show hide configurations. Down here where you see auto request and logging, you don't have to do any requesting. The indicator is very responsive. It's already set up to automatically send data to the software. You can see the refresh rate on the screen. I can even clear the indicator down here, as well as my screen. I did it approximately half the travel, so let me clear it again here. Now what we can do is manually log data with this button on the bottom right, or if you follow the cursor, we can automatically log by checking this box. So I'll check this box. It's set up in seconds. It's taking 0.5 seconds per reading, which is 2 readings per second. Every time, if you look at the cursor, this rectangle box, green circle lights up. That means we have taken a reading. To view your readings or your log data, you can go to Settings, Data Viewer / Download Readings, and you can see that I am taking approximately 2 readings per second. Now to stop, I would just hit the stop button. You can adjust this. It's based on seconds, so if you want to take 1 reading per minute, you would hit 60 seconds in there and then start it up again. Or let's just say 1 reading per second. We can start it. You can see the green light every second is logging 1 reading. Now, to do it manually, once again, you come down here in the bottom right, you hit with your cursor the log data. You can see the green light, and I'm taking my readings. This also has a nice feature for your indicators. Most of them that we manufacture, you can log or store readings in the indicator itself. Up to 200 readings. With this software, I can click on this box, and then I would be downloading these readings right here in my data viewer. So if you're using your indicator, let's say in your shop, and you want to bring it into your lab, download the readings you've taken, the only thing that feature does not do is put a timestamp on it. It would just give you the order of which one the readings were taken. So here you can see there's a timestamp, but when you download the readings, which I clicked there was no readings in the indicator. So we'll close this out. To store those readings, you can set up your log directory here and save it as a CSV file, which then can be opened up into other software, SPC software, Excel spreadsheets, whatever it may be. The other unique feature of this software, it allows you to set up your indicator. So if you would like to change your indicator from inch to metric, you can do so right here. It will also change on your PC. So the indicator went from inch to metric, and now I'm going back from metric to inch. I can change my mode. The indicators have an incremental mode, an ABS or preset mode, and a TIR mode. If I wanted to show you a preset, put it in ABS. I scroll down here. I put my preset value in. Let's say we want to say 10. Hit my return. Apologize there, that didn't work. 10. And now when I clear the indicator, it will read 10. So if I go back to my rest position, I'll clear it again. It will be at 10, and the indicator will have a stroke from 10 to 11 because it's a 1-inch travel indicator. If I want to go back into incremental mode out of ABS, scroll back up here, I can now also program a ratio in there. I preset 50 as my ratio, and move my indicator. Instead of saying 1 inch, now it's reading 50. So if you want to do a different ratio, let's say 0.5, instead of reading 1 inch, now it's going to read approximately ½ inch. I can disable that. So it's showing this on the PC as well as actually programming the indicator. Another nice feature is I can put a lock in the indicator. So what this would do is lock the features of the indicator with a 3-digit code. Now, once I take the indicator away from the PC, unplug it from the computer, I will not be able to change my display units, inch to metric, my mode, my travel direction, any presets or ratios. They will automatically be locked into the indicator, unless at the indicator I punch in my lock code or I plug it back into the computer and I unlock it. So now the gauge is unlocked. Another nice feature is here I can put ratios in the indicator. I've already pre-programmed ratios. It's showing up on the PC display as red is bad, green is good. On the indicator itself, when I turn my tolerance on and off, it will flash when it's out of tolerance, tell you if it's low or high, and you can actually program that feature, your high and low tolerance, right here. So I'm going to disable that now. I can change my resolution of the PC display as well as the indicator. This happens to be a 50 millionths indicator, so I can go down here, show my 50 millionths, and I've also changed the resolution on the gauge itself. So it allows you to do logging data very easily as well as programming the indicator very easily. Now, all these features you can do directly at the indicator. You do not need the software to change the inch to metric, travel direction, ratios, tolerances, lock, key, hold. All that can be done right at the indicator. But this is very, very nice. Simplifies things. And one of the wonderful things that our indicators are capable of doing. So once again, you have your settings, your data viewer, and your settings if you want to hide them. On a different setting, you can actually buy a different software that also includes the single gauge software, which is measurement formulas as well as a lookup table. So here's the predefined formulas. If you have a chamfer gauge, you want to put your angle in here, say you have a 90-degree angle, well, that would automatically be a 2-to-1 ratio. Then I can download this to the indicator itself, and the indicator will actually show now a 2-to-1 ratio. That's a fairly simple chamfer gauge application, but once again, you can put different degrees in here. We have different formulas. Here you have a radius gauge. You can program the length and the radius. You can also length and radius. And this would be a different video to get more detailed information about this software. Another feature of this software is the lookup table, where you can clear my table here. load from a file that I've already made, save a file. I can write, this is wonderful if you want to put your indicator into a jig and calibrate it to that jig, or if you have a nonlinear equation, you want to say 0, 0, usually the start point, and let's say for every 100 thousandths it reads, I want it to show 0.222. Then I can load this in the indicator. I can go up to roughly 127 rows. Obviously this is not programmed, and that will go into more detail later. If you are doing that, you would want to change your calculation mode here from normal, formula, and lookup. Let's go back to the normal. Thank you for joining us on the single gauge operation, as well as a brief overview of the lookup table and formula calculations.